My review is for the box. Please keep that in mind. The bigger boxes will probably not have the same concerns. At first I was shocked at how little the box turned out. Then I started thinking about it more, and of course it will be that little for a box. Sorry if this is too long, but I wanted to provide details that would have been helpful to me when considering this box. Barbara wanted a box that could help me baby step into bigger heights for CrossFit box jumps. They only have 18 or 20 boxes for the shorter heights for box jumps. This lady isn't near any of those heights. So I wanted something at home for me to practice and get my confidence up. The 12 side is just fine at this point. Plenty of room for my feet. Size 8.5 women.
I ordered two, and have already used them with multiple clients of varying weights. The clients themselves were holding up to 44 pounds worth of kettlebells, doing step-ups. Not only do these boxes hold the weight, they also are well made and look, well, let's say artisanal. They are good looking. When not in use, I have the two stacked, and they make an excellent and stylish standing workstation for my laptop, Bluetooth speaker and phone. They're also a vital component of modified or progressed push-up variations, and as a steps tool for shorter clients to get themselves up to the pull-up bar, and can be used to modify those as well. Really happy with this purchase and would not hesitate to recommend or buy again in the other sizes. I put them together myself using a rubber mallet and a drill with a Phillips head screwdriver head attachment, and the generous portion of screws that came with the package. A full tube of wood glue is also provided. Each box took less than 15 minutes to fully assemble. BRBR My only caveat is the overkill on the seller's part to make sure I leave a 5-star review. There is a flyer included with each package, as well as emails that have been coming daily, to leave a stellar review, and additionally to contact them before leaving a poor review if anything is wrong.
We purchased this box for our home CrossFit gym. It took me 30 minutes to finish putting it together. I used my own wood glue that I knew would work. BRBR positives, it's strong and steady and has accurate dimensions. It's easy to put together. I did not see instructions. The fittings are a bit tight where I had to bang them together. Soft hammer, but that's what you want. Some might see this as a negative. BRBR negatives, the screw head is a special square bit, so you have to have that in your power drill. I did. The plywood ships fairly easily. We've been using this box for over 4 months. I wish they did a better job in either the sanding process or perhaps better quality control of the actual wood. The last comment is why I gave it 4 stars.
Okay, so a few things about this box. Pros BR sturdy, heavy, quality materials. Cons BR holy moly, does this need better instructions? If you follow the instructions as written, prepare to undo work you've done, and BC this is sturdy once put together. It's rather frustrating to undo something. What I mean by this, the instructions are written in a very short paragraph, and if you buy the larger box that has the internal support pieces, you can't follow the paragraph as written, and there's no indication or asterisk telling you when to skip to the bottom of the page to install the support. We ended up having to take the dang thing apart twice because of the way the instructions are written. If they were written in a way that was step 1 do this, step 2 do that, it'd be a little better. Also, there is no photograph of what the supports look like. I know it might cost the company an extra $1.00 to print another page and/or provide separate instructions, but it would have been really helpful to see the way these things went. The picture isn't even the pieces you get, which it does tell you, so it's hard to follow along. BRBR, to be honest, the only reason it gets a 4-star review is BC of the instructions. We are both smart people who put stuff together all the time. We even write instructions for work, so know what it's like to try and make things user-friendly, and this just wasn't a good set of instructions. BRBR, the box is quite sturdy even without the screws, but like others we added the screws for more stability. BC, it is a Plyo box after all. They aren't kidding when they say don't be gentle when hammering the pieces together. BC, it's wood and it's such a snug fit, you will have to hammer the heck out of the pieces. Do your best to line them up though. BC, I'm sure it's machine cut and can sometimes be a smidge off, and we had to hold a few pieces straight to make sure they went in. If you don't pay attention to that, you might chip some wood and it might not fit as snug. BRBR, overall great product. heavy and ready to use, but please work on your instructions.
I usually don't do reviews but thought I'd share my experience. I ordered 2 boxes and then when the boxes arrived, I started with the smaller box. It was very easy to put together and took about 20 minutes. Although the instructions said you needed a rubber mallet to hammer the pieces together, I was able to use my fists and that worked fine. This box is rather small but I got it for my wife and it works great for her. When I opened the shipping box I had a few boards badly damaged. I emailed the company and they promptly sent me replacement boards, which I was very pleased with the service I received. I weigh 250 pounds and this box is plenty sturdy for me and gives adequate surface space to jump and step on. I'd recommend this product because of its quality and ease of putting together along with the company's service in making things right.
I've never purchased a Plyo box before and chose this one based on the reviews. Thanks everyone. I was a bit unsure of sizing but ended up selecting the smallest box. I'm female, about 59, 145 pounds, size 8 shoes if that helps. I was worried that it would be too small but after putting it together and using it I'm very happy I chose this size. I didn't think of it at the time, but if you are unsure of size you could build a model out of a cardboard box just so you'd have an example to scale. Just using a tape measure and visualizing still didn't do it for me. The box was easy to assemble, taking less than 10 minutes even after having a few adult beverages at happy hour. You could certainly put it together without a power driver. You did purchase the box to work out, right? But it would take much more time. Box is sturdy, stable for jumping and other exercises, and the finger slots make it easy to move or flip while using it. If I found myself needing another box I would purchase this brand again.
Assembly went extremely well. The pieces are made to fit exactly perfectly if you tap them in with a rubber mallet. And banging away leaves no marks. The instructions are easy to understand. It might have been a little easier if they had marked the boards by the letters that correspond to the letters used to identify the pieces in the instructions. But with a little bit of lining things up, seeing which pieces matched which other pieces, it's quite easy to understand. There are only 3 pairs of boards, and worst case if you mismatch you can tap them out again with the mallet. Reassembled the whole box, including the excellent internal support boards, and then screwed it snug. The screws are solid, the square bit heads are perfect, the bit they provide is exactly right, and most of the time I could sink each screw on one go. Sometimes it took 2, but that could just be the angle I was standing or kneeling at with those. Each board has 7 layers of plywood, there is no warp edge of any kind, and the box is substantial. The handles openings are very helpful to move the box around. These are thoughtful folks, they include a tube of wood glue. I think it fits together just fine without the glue.
This is a great box. If you follow the directions it takes about 15 minutes to assemble. Very easy to assemble. It is very sturdy box and I like that you can stain or paint it if you so choose to. I wouldn't paint it as it might make it slippery, but one could if they wanted to. It has a nice wood grain to it and doesn't feel like cheap wood at all. I have used it many times now during my workouts and it doesn't budge or flex at all. Nice and sturdy. I'm 57 plus 155 pounds. My husband is 6 plus 190 pounds and it doesn't budge or flex when either of us jump on it. I like how no matter how you turn or flip the box it is just as sturdy. Repurchased the taller sizes, however, I would recommend the short ones for those who are just starting out.
I ordered the box. No, it sounds stupid but it's smaller than I thought. Duh, right? We will have to use the narrowest tallest side with caution. It was really easy to put together. Took about 15-20 minutes. I would suggest using the wood glue as you hammer it together, not when you put the screws. What I did anyway. There were a few hopefully minor flaws in the plywood. I will post pics of those. Looks like part of layers missing or broken in the plywood. Hopefully it will not compromise the strength of the box. Some of my clients are 200 pounds, didn't check the weight.